Thought that was it, did you? He hasn't uploaded for a week, guys. Come back for a little bit. He's gonna piss off again for another year and then say, oh, let's try again. Suck your mum. Just because I haven't been uploading as consistently as I'd like to be doesn't mean I still haven't been putting in the work. I've just been very busy at the moment and kind of, I guess, not really struggling for ideas, but I'm just not, necessarily uploading for the sake of it. I wanted to start off this video by shouting out a channel that I've been meaning to plug for a while now, and that is Winter Chills, which I've actually been in a couple of podcasts on. Obviously I've mentioned before that I am in a rap band, and we did one recently online, obviously in a quarantine period. It was a lot of fun, we had a lot of laugh. It was just like the general pub chat, like just me and my mates, obviously having a couple bevs and just having a good time. So it's a good watch. It's a really good watch. Obviously we do talk about how our music started and the album and that, but overall, yeah, I would really recommend. So we're trying to churn out some podcasts, and we'll probably do another one in future with the Little Root Boys as well. So yeah, make sure you check that out. Also got to rep the football shirt, because finally football is back in about 3 weeks. Finally some good news out of all of this in 2020. I must have bought this shirt like 4 years ago now as well, or something ridiculous. So for it to still be a decent fit, or even maybe even like a slightly bigger fit, if that doesn't show any progress, I don't know what does. And I guess me not uploading as much recently is kind of leading into today's topic about overthinking things in general, overthinking things in daily life, in your progression, in what you're actually trying to do, in how you see certain people, how you think they're seeing you, and that. It's a very big topic, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate to it. So I'm like guilty myself of thinking, maybe I do want to upload this, but it's like, how are people going to perceive it? Are people really going to enjoy this kind of video that I'm uploading? But now, personally, I'm kind of at that stage on this channel, obviously, that I don't care about the views and the responses and whatever. Obviously, a lot of feedback is great and is hugely appreciated, and it does keep me going, but the main point of me uploading these videos is to keep myself motivated. I do suffer a lot with anxiety and majorly overthinking situations, and it does play a major part and impact in my daily life, and obviously I wish it didn't, but that's why I'm trying to better myself so that I don't overthink all these daily situations. And I want to focus on bettering my mind, bettering my physique and everything, so that if I am in a better mindset and whatever, then I can actually make these videos a lot better quality. Because it's like getting back into the swing of things with YouTube was obviously a big struggle. At first it would I uploaded a few minute video the first time, and it probably took me half an hour or something to record, which obviously is something that I'm going to be improving on. I used to be very antisocial back in the day until I don't know, maybe my very early 20s or something. I'm 24 now, and I'm in a lot better of a position than I was a few years ago. I was just in this position where I was happy to work 20, 30 hours a week or something, and then go home, play games, binge eat, drink on the weekends or whatever if I had any friends to drink with, and do a lot of unnecessary stuff that wasn't really fulfilling me in the long run. And I never really had that what's the word for it? I never really had that goal for what I wanted to actually do in future. And to be honest, it still kind of applies at the moment, which is what I'm trying to think out and work on. I always get asked okay, so what do you want to do in the future? And it's always been that same answer for the last several years, that I'm not really sure at the moment. But obviously I've got a lot more plans in the works now, and a lot more stuff that I want to focus on and work towards, and hopefully get full-time income out of those. But yeah, if you put me the man I was 4 or 5 years ago trying to do videos like this, it just was not going to happen. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. And just when I'm doing things even just being at work and socializing and staying away from the little addictions like the dopamine razors and all this social media and stuff that brings your anxiety up and makes you think like, oh, I really want to be like this guy, oh, I really hate what this guy's doing, man, I wish I could, stuff like that. And it was a really big eye-opener when I did the no social media for a week, because I got so much done in that week and I had no distractions and I was just focusing on myself, and it really helped clear my mind. And I did notice that after I did that challenge, I was kind of slowly going back into that slump of like just feeling like shitty on the mornings and that, and not actually properly focusing on what I need to be focusing on. But yeah, it's something that I want to like pass on to anyone that's watching, anyone that wants to be inspired, anyone that's struggling to like focus on beneficial things that they want to actually achieve and set themselves for the future and stuff, is that you don't want to like distract yourself from all these unnecessary things, because it builds up all this anxious feeling, and you don't want to, overthink everything, in a way. It's hard to explain. Like, I don't, want to overthink about my end goal because I'm nowhere near it at the moment. So I just want to focus on things day by day, focus on my weight loss, focus on my strength training, and, the good things I know will eventually come at the end, but it's something that I don't want to focus on at the moment. It can even be like overthinking about daily situations, like even just like greeting people, saying hi to people, and then you've got all this mad anxiety building up all of a sudden, like, oh my god, does that person like me? Oh my god, they're gonna have a go at me for something. Oh my god, no, what's this manager gonna say? Oh my god, don't get in the way of this customer, they might pull out the strap. And, oh, don't talk to that girl, she might palm me off. But it's something that I've learned to deal with a lot more, basically. So I'm trying to, get into that alpha stage where I can just, be happy with anyone, even just simple things like, saying hi to people. You don't actually realise how much it actually helps them. Like, the thing with anxiety and stuff is that you kind of get this feeling that you're the only person that suffers with it. But if you can overcome it, then you're actually helping others overcome it at the same time. And I guess another thing that I could add is like, when you're, the first thing when you're up in the morning, you're like, your head's all over the place. You just want to get a coffee and scroll through social media all morning, but obviously that's just going to fry your brain up even more, and it's more than likely going to lead to not actually doing anything for the rest of the day. And because you are scrolling through social media in the morning when your mind's not fully set for the day, you're like overthinking all this unnecessary stuff. Whereas if you set your phone aside for like a few hours at least in the morning, don't touch it until you've at least gone a workout or gone for a run, or at least refreshed your mind to help you for the rest of the day, if you know what I mean. Like, it will actually go a long way, and you won't end up overthinking like, oh man, I really should have done that today, I'll do it tomorrow instead. No, stop. You will get that shit done today if you don't overthink about it. The less time you spend thinking on something and actually doing it, it sounds really simple, it sounds really obvious, but because people do overthink about things a lot, then a lot of things is actually easier said than done. And yeah, I guess that was pretty much it. It was just a few minute ramble. I might have gone off a bit on one, but it's just like, if I am overthinking certain things, I know that it is best just to get it out in a video or something, because I know that people watching this may be suffering from the same things. But if you don't set yourself some end goals but not focus on them too much, you just go about your daily life in the best way possible, and you will notice your anxiety changing for the good. Anxiety, depression, daily overthinking struggles and stuff aren't obviously things that are going to be solved immediately. There's no drug to heal them instantly. It's all about you and your mindset that is going to slowly improve it daily. I'm recording this just before I head off to work today as well. I've got a full weekend of work in, which I'm actually really happy with. For some reason they put me on 3 days off, which is a bit bullshit. Call it lazy scheduling or whatever you want, but 3 days off, I don't know, I'm just not really feeling it. I actually I've even said in the podcast that we did recently that I actually, for the first time in ages, I've not had a period where this new job I've been at, I haven't woken up one day and been like, oh, I really don't want to work today, because I'm now working on being in that mindset where I just want to enjoy all the simple things in life. And yeah, like I said, it really is just a simple thing of, if I'm not overthinking about doing something that I really want to do and I just actually do it, then I do it.